So now proceeding with the project scope. So what is the purpose of designing the APU rooftop cafeteria? So one of the reasons is solving the overcrowding in current cafeteria as the number of students are increasing intensively during the last couple of months. And second, enhancing campus dining experience for students to feel comfortable when they are having their lunchtime or breakfast time. What about the capacity and location? So for the capacity and location, the APU cafeteria will be designed on the rooftop of the main academic building, in which the cafeteria will seat up to around 1,000 of students at peak hours. So the key features of the new cafeteria project is the smart kitchen and ordering kiosks, as it will have a lot of ordering kiosks, about 4 ordering kiosks for students to have their food faster. And also climate controlled indoor and outdoor seating to avoid abnormal weather conditions. Third, renewable energy via solar panels. Fourth, rainwater harvesting and eco-certified materials. So we will be using the rainwater for other important uses. Five, full accessibility, like in terms of ramps, elevators, wide doorways. Last point is safety measures in terms of the CCTV cameras, if there's any problem happening there, so that everything will be recorded with the CCTV cameras. Second, with the fire systems, if any fire happened in this area, so there will be fire systems to like avoid any fire issue or any problem related to this issue. And non-slip flooring. So the scope coverage, the scope has covered the project scope has covered the design development and 3D plans. It has the permits and approvals from the APU management and from stakeholders as well, the constructions and smart tech integration, safety and hygiene compliance, testing, commissioning, and handover. So what about the budget? So for the budget of this project is around 1,500,000 ringgits. When is the deadline? The deadline of this project is planned to have a deadline on the 1st of January 2026. No disruption to campus operations, as like this project will not affect any of the campus daily operations. And like last but not least, the alignment of this project with APU sustainability and inclusivity goals. This is it for the project scope. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Abdurrahman Ibrahim, and today I will be presenting the rooftop cafeteria floor. Selected location is Block B's rooftop. It's chosen for its flat, large area, strong structural integrity, and central accessibility from multiple academic blocks. It's designed to comfortably seat up to 258 students at once within an 842 meter square dining space, exceeding international comfort standard by providing 3.26 meters square per person. And the plan provides accessibility, efficient circulation, and long-term sustainability. The floor plan is divided into several functional zones. The dining area is the heart of the cafeteria, and it features anti-slip tilted floors, natural lighting, and ceiling fans for ventilation. For the kitchen and serving counters, a linear workflow from preparation to cooking to plating ensures minimal cross-traffic. And it has slip-resistant floors and grease-proof to enhance safety and hygiene. For the restrooms, it's located conveniently near dining and meeting spaces within non-slip floors, senior sensor-based tapes, and wheelchair-accessible stools. The meeting and coffee room are collaborative and relaxation spaces. And finally, solar panel zones, which is behind the kitchens and inclined for 10 to 15 degrees for maximum sunlight capture. The design integrates both environmental responsibility and user safety. For sustainability, we have included solar panels, rainwater harvesting, eco-certified materials, and natural ventilation strategies. Energy-efficient lighting and appliances further reduce the facility's carbon footprint. For safety, there are fire extinguishers, sprinklers, LED emergency exit signage, and three dedicated fire exits with panic bars. Waste disposal stations are placed strategically with clear recycling and general waste segregation. This rooftop cafeteria will not only be a functional and comfortable dining space, but also a green, safe, and accessible hub for students and staff, aligning perfectly with ABU's visions for a sustainable and innovative campus.
Hi, my name is Mustafa Karimi, and this is the WBS part of our EPM group assignments. So first up, let's take a look at what the WBS even is. So it's basically a hierarchical decomposition of the group of the project scope. It basically breaks down big activities and tasks into much smaller and more manageable pieces. And there are three main benefits to this. First is clear organization. So kind of like what I mentioned earlier, it helps us break down tasks into more manageable chunks. Second is resource planning. This helps us estimate how much time and cost is going to be required. And third is progress tracking. This is where we monitor the progress and try and identify any risks or issues early on. This is our whole WBS that we've developed. If you want to take a look at it before we delve into the details of it. Now, we've broken WBS into four main phases. First one is a project initiation. This basically covers all the planning and all the design work that goes into it. The second phase is construction, where we build all the physical infrastructure that is required. In phase three is interior and finishing. This is where we transform the structures that we've built into a more functional version. Fourth phase is closure, where we make sure that everything works perfectly and we then hand it over to APU for actual usage. Now, one thing that should be noted is that this project is estimated to run for 46 weeks, but after looking at our critical path, this project could be accomplished in 38 weeks as well. Now let's have a look at the durations for each phase and for each activity within those phases. So the first one is a project initiation, which takes about 11 weeks. Then the construction stage, which takes 20 weeks. Then the interior and finishing stage, which takes 11 weeks. And then the closure and handover phase, which takes 10 weeks. Now, here you can see all the benefits of the WBS and why it helps our project to become successful. So first up is the fact that it directly helps, it directly enables all the other project management tools that we've used. So first of all is the activity table that we use for scheduling. It provides nodes that we use in our network diagram, and it also helps us structure the Gantt chart that we create to have a timeline of the whole project. And most importantly, it makes sure that each team member knows exactly what needs to be delivered and when.
This is the project network diagram. It shows how all the tasks represented by letters have their linked and which one can happen at the same time. The red letter here shows the free flow, which is the amount of time an activity can be delayed without affecting the early start. This can also be used to determine our critical path. So this whole project is planned to take 38 weeks. So if any of this activity is delayed, the whole project will be delayed. So we can also sometimes save time by doing some jobs in parallel. For example, activity B and activity A can be happening at the same time. On the other hand, activity I, which is functionality testing, cleanup, safety checks, they can also be done together right after the smart functionality systems are installed so that some teams can work at the same time instead of waiting for each other. This helps in for effective planning. So on the other hand, this is the Gantt chart. This Gantt chart shows the same plan but in a timeline. So each bar here shows how long a task takes and when it starts. You can see here some bars are overlapping. So this is because they are working together in parallel. In the starting stage, the scope and the design they overlap so that we can finish the planning faster. During the construction, mechanical setup and plumbing, they can happen at the same time, so we don't have to wait for each other. In the final stage, we work in parallel. Instead of doing safety checks, testing, and cleanup one after another, we do them at the same time. This means that the only thing that is left at the end of the project is the client walkthrough and handover. This is just 2 weeks. Because of the smart overlapping, the project can be done within 30 to 36 to 38 weeks instead of a longer time. So if we did everything without delaying, the whole project can be done by 36 weeks.
Hi, my name is Chong Rong Jian, and I will be conducting the cost estimates for the engineering project management in terms when it comes to APU rooftop cafeteria. So why cost estimates are important? This is because it can help the project to make a budget planning. It helps to prevent overspending. Next, it also helps to make decisions. It can guide the material, labor, and design choices within the budget constraints. It can also avoid any delays during the project. It helps to prevent work stoppages due to insufficient funds. And lastly, it can boost the stakeholder confidence. It helps to build trust with investors, clients, and teams through transparency. So this is the overall cost estimates of the project. The total of three main categories. Number one is equipment and materials. Secondly is the labor or the people who is being hired to do the project. And number three, which are the permits and approval. So it can be seen here that labor cost is the most expensive one because labor include in professional labor such as project manager, engineers, as well as the workers, the construction workers that are building the cafeteria. And it has also a contingency of 10% for the total project cost. This is because the contingency is to cover the unexpected risk or unexpected situations such as the inflation of the materials or increase in the labor cost. So this 10% of subtotal will be act as a sort of risk management for the total project cost. And that is all for my cost estimates. Thank you.